How long would the ambulance take to get here? When the woman stirred and moaned, Luke bent closer. "Lie still. You've been in an accident." She blinked and tried to focus her eyes. He leant closer to hear what she was saying. Claire squinted up at the man bending over her, his head haloed by light so that she couldn't see his face properly. Everything seemed slightly out of focus, and she was cold. So cold it hurt. Or was the pain from something else? Where was she? What had happened to her? She closed her eyes for a moment, then tried to move, letting out an involuntary "ah!" as pain jabbed her shoulder. "Lie still. You've been in an accident." How? Why couldn't she remember? That same deep voice said, "You were chasing a dog and ran into the road right in front of my car. I couldn't avoid hitting you. We've sent for an ambulance. What's your name?" Claire Small, she corrected herself in time. She realized she was lying on the ground beside the road, and rain was pattering down on an umbrella someone was holding over her. She shivered, still unable to bring the scene into proper focus. To have an accident now of all times. Fear trickled through her, even sharper than the physical pain. Her shoulder hurt a lot if she made the slightest attempt to move it. Was something broken? Oh, please no. She'd be so helpless. "The ambulance will be here soon. Lie still, Mrs. Small." How could she lie there? Gabby would be waiting for her. Once again she tried to move, but the pain was too bad and she had trouble coordinating her body. "My daughter. I need to pick her up from school. And my dog. Can you see her?" "It was a dog which caused this accident and it ran away afterwards. A golden Labrador. If it was yours, you should keep it under better control." She couldn't hold back the tears, felt them spill from her closed eyes and make lukewarm trails on her chilled cheeks. A warm hand clasped hers. "Sorry, I didn't mean to shout at you. I've never had an accident before and I'm a bit shaken up myself." She was glad the stranger had continued to hold her cold hand between his. She clung to that warmth, shivering uncontrollably. "I tried to keep Helly in, but the landlord won't mend the fence." She looked up at his face, so close to hers under the umbrella. "I'm sorry. Is your car badly damaged?" "Who cares? It's you I'm worried about, not my car." Without thinking, she moved her arm, and pain jabbed through her again, so sharply that a cry escaped her control. For a moment, her companion's face came into better focus. Good-looking in a rugged way, with dark, rain-slicked hair. But then the image blurred again and she gave in to a sudden need to close her eyes. She was desperately afraid she'd be incapacitated, unable to look after Gabby. Then how would they keep safe? The stranger's hands were still there, large and warm around hers. Comforting. She couldn't bear to let go of them as she made an effort to speak. "My daughter, Gabby. She'll be waiting at the primary school. She's only 8. Have to pick her up and get the dog back." Luke stared down at the woman's hands, slender and shapely, but as damp and cold as the rest of her. She looked vulnerable and was clearly in pain, yet her concern had been for her child, not herself, and for her dog. It suddenly occurred to him that there was something he could do to make up for knocking her down. "Look, I'll pick your daughter up from school myself just as soon as the ambulance comes, and we'll find the dog. Tell me her name and where to find her, and I'll bring her to you at the hospital." "She's called Gabby The woman groaned in her throat, then said, "Small. Gabby Small." That was the second time she'd started to say P and corrected it to Small. She must have changed her name recently. Divorced, perhaps. "Barton's End Primary?" "Yes, it's not far from here." Her voice was a mere thread. "And the dog. Could you catch Helly and tie her up, please? I don't want them putting her in the pound. She's a good watchdog, and Gabby would be lost without her."